Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. I thought we'd have a look at the Battle Pass vehicles that are going to be coming in tomorrow in Season 15 of the Battle Pass. We're going to be in this video having a look at the USS Flagstaff and also the Kungstiger. I'm not really interested to show you the P-51 since there's already basically two versions of it in the game already. So if you want to go see that, I suppose you can go into the Japanese tech tree and see it and imagine it with bombs. The USS Flagstaff is a hydrofoil, which is coming in to the American tech tree at rank 3, battle rating 3.0. It is a premium, so you'll be able to run it with all the PT boats and the Hellcat and all of those wonderful things, which will be quite nice. The interesting feature of this vehicle is it has a Sheridan turret on the front of it, which has the 152mm caliber gun that you can see here. It has a fire rate of 5 rounds per minute, which basically means a reload rate of, what, 15 seconds? Probably? No, 12 seconds, something like that. I'm not very good at math. And also, after that, you have, of course, all of the ammunition stored down here, which will be a very juicy ammo rack to make you go pop. There should also be some guys in here, which will be pretty cool. And then on top of that armament, you have 2 sets of machine guns, the 50 cals, and then also a 81mm mortar with a bunch of ammo stored in the open, so therefore you can get ammo rack there too. Isn't that pretty fun? This vehicle doesn't really have any armor. It has 8mm in the hull, 6mm in the superstructure, and only 16 crew. So survivability is not really through tanking damage. You have a huge ammo rack on the front, and also no crew to survive upon. So basically this vehicle relies on its speed, which it does have a lot of. It is very fast around the place, which will be very good. It also has the engines, which power the steering gear and the transmission at the bottom. Then also this additional engine up here, which is really cool, the way that it's actually modeled. So this thing also can change this good old 152 for a 40mm. And I thought maybe they would use the April Fool's mechanic, where you could change between them in the battle, but it seems like that might not be the case, because you have a modification here at rank 4, which is basically the installation of the Bofors, the 40mm. So it's the Bofors M60 as well, so not the M70, not the rapid fire one, the lower firing one, and yeah, you basically lose the front turret and gain the 40mm. You do have an improved rangefinder, which is quite nice for the 152mm, and also you have all of the standard stuff that you'll see around here. So the 152mm is only has HE, so you don't have anything else. It sucks that is the case. It would have been much better to have something like that. And then the 40 has universal HE and AP, and the machine guns you can change the belts too. So overall, I'm not really looking too forward to this thing. You can see though, it isn't blocked at the front when it has the 152mm, which is really nice. And also, it does get access to a few standard camouflages, which are pretty much the same as all the ones that you'll find from America. It also should have access to another camouflage, which would also be quite nice, which will be the Battle Pass camouflage that's around. So you can see here, this is what it looks like with the Bofors. So you do have the metal plate in front of it, and you are able to use it. The firing angles of this vehicle are terrible. Is probably the best way of putting it. Like, they're just so bad, especially since since it's a hydrofoil, it leaps out of the water, right? So this is basically where it's at. And you can shoot pretty close to you with the 40, which I'm pretty sure is, going to be the way that most people use it. You do have the 50 cals, you do have the mortar, which has a terrible firing arc. So yeah, it's just not in a great position in terms of all of those general firing angles and what it's able to do. There's also a bug with the good old return to hangar right now, so that's really fun as well. So everything is a little bit busted, and hopefully they can fix it tomorrow. I don't know if I can actually show you the Sheridan turret, but understand it is just a Sheridan turret, so it's not going to do anything different apart from maybe hull break vehicles when it hits it, which is why it probably has the long reload. And then we have the Kungstiger. This is the main prize of the Season 15 of the Battle Pass, and it is a Swedish heavy tank, the first heavy tank that we will see in the Swedish tech tree. And as you can tell, it's very similar to a Tiger 2P, because that's basically what it is. A earlier version of the Tiger 2. It's going to be at 6.7, rank 4, and have access to all of the standard stuff you will find from a Tiger 2. What is kind of cool though is it does have quite a cool lineup around it. You know, you have the band cannon, you have the charioteer, the PBV 301, I think it is. Basically the PBV, which is the BMP without the missile. So you will have a competent lineup on top of the J21 and the A21 to be able to run with it. All of it is pretty standard from the Tiger 2P though, so if you played the German tech tree, you'll know exactly how this thing is. It has a very good upper glacis for 6.7. Lower glacis is okay, especially at range, but it has these huge weak spots on either side of the turret where it only has about 100 millimeters of armor, so you can usually go straight through there. And if you do go straight through there, you have 3 crew members in the turret, and then also you have a driver and a machine gunner here. If you penetrate through the turret and don't hit this optics or machine gun, which can happen quite a lot, you'll hit the crew, and then probably this first stage ammo stowage at the back as well, since there are 22 pieces of ammo which are sat here to be able to pop. So survivability on this thing is nowhere near as good as its counterpart, the Tiger 2H, and also you don't have the top-mounted machine gun, which kind of sucks. It doesn't have the track covers either, so they're gone too, showing that you can just like kind of shoot through here quite easily, but you could do that anyway. If you are on the side of a Tiger 2, the place to shoot it if you have APHE is here, so it explodes upwards and right, and then if you have anything else, just shoot it here at the bottom, because then you'll hit the first stage ammo and it will explode. The vehicle has access to a 619 horsepower engine, at least in this current form. It will be the same engine that's on the Tiger 2, so that might be with mods or without mods. It has the transmission in the front of it, which means it can rock back and forth pretty effectively, and also has the radiator and fuel tanks, which are sat here too. The other factors are exactly the same. So you've got the 88mm KWK-43 cannon, an incredibly powerful gun for the area. It also has the standard PG-ZR3943, which has enough pen to go through most things you're going to fight, has the HE round if you want some memes, and then also the APCR, giving you some additional penetration, but less post-pen damage, which is one of the most annoying things. This vehicle does also get smoke grenades, which is quite good. I'm kind of surprised by that. So it has 12 of these smoke launchers, which I'm pretty sure get fired out of here on the vehicle, so you can toss that out. And the main thing that's cool about this is the actual camos it gets. So this vehicle being Swedish, it gets the Swedish camos. So you have the bicolor ones, you have the unicolor one, and then also that special one that you can get with the Battle Pass 2. So there's a lot of cool stuff about this vehicle. The fact that it has a really good lineup around it, the fact that it's another Tiger 2, something that we haven't had in a long time in the game, and it's also Sweden's first heavy tank. The only issue that I personally have with it is I wish that it was in the standard tech tree so more people could get access to it and more people could have fun with it. It does actually have the cool kind of patterns on it, as you can see, so it isn't just standard like flat, which is kind of cool. And the gun itself will have a great time in the game. The hull-mounted machine gun doesn't work, only the coaxial one does, but that will be fine as well. And it does have this pretty interesting exhaust system at the back, giving it at least a little bit of uniqueness compared to what we've seen before. Showing you the smoke grenades, it pops out and then forward. So yeah, you won't have to worry about that or anything going around. You'll be able to survive and move through. And I'm sure a lot of people are looking forward to this vehicle. I always enjoy playing the Tiger 2s. It's one of my majorly used vehicles, my highest amount of battled vehicles during the years of War Thunder, and that's just because it offers you a decent heavy tank platform, which also at the same time could do quite a lot of damage. The only problem with it really is this is the P version instead of the H version, and that means it's nowhere near as survivable as the H version, and that kind of sucks. And it would have been nice if it was the other one, but c'est la vie. this is the one that Sweden picked up. As always though, I hope you have a wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. I'd just like to thank Tullio Pontecorvo, Brendan Quinn, Carrion Crow, Gus Irenicus, Pieman, Wartinder, Teddy, Daniel Stanton, Martinez, B. Young, Alan Hacker, Ozzy Panzer, Liam Shear, Opium Prime, Lafouche, Cam Arslan, Uncle Bean, and Derek R. for supporting the channel.